It's a big weekend. Y'all thought football was over.
It is over.
You thought Patrick Mahomes closed the door on 2020 football, or at least, 2020, in the beginning of 2020 football. But no, there is more football coming your way. The XFL, the return of the XFL, the XFL remix, the XFL Part 2 is coming your way this weekend.
Are you excited?
You know what? I'm gonna check. I would probably check it out.
Name a team. What cities do they have teams
I know
in?
the Roughnecks are playing tomorrow, right? Is it the Ruckus and the Roughnecks?
What?
I think there's a team called the Ruckus. Lee, I need your help on this. I think there's a team called the Ruckus.
Where are the teams?
But I know there's a team called the Roughnecks. They're playing tomorrow. I don't know what town they're in.
Lee, what? L.A. has a team. New York has a team. Help me out.
It is the Houston Roughnecks.
Yes.
The Roughnecks.
They're taking on the L.A. Wildcats.
Wildcats.
LA
So there's no
Wildcats.
Ruckus. There's no Ruckus. L.A. Wildcats.
There's the Renegades, the Guardians, the Dragons.
What
St.
cities?
Louis Battlehawks.
I like the names.
Give me some cities,
The names
Dallas
speak-
Renegades,
All right.
Houston Roughnecks, Los Angeles Wildcats, the D.C. Defenders, Tampa Bay Vipers, and the New York Guardians.
I tell you what, the names speak violence. The
Is that-
names
is that-
sound like they're going to be hidden.
Dragons.
Dragons, Roughnecks, Vipers. I mean, right? You know what I'm saying? Those names. So, look, I'm going to be honest. I do, let's just face it. We all like football, baseball, basketball, but names matter. You want to see some people right?
But now you were into a year ago.
The
a week
AAF.
you watched Chris watch the AAF. He came in, he was all excited. You said you was jonesing some football,
Right.
and you watched.
Right.
And
For
the
a week.
first week you were like a little high on it, and all that. And then you just fell off the table, like because you were like you didn't know anybody.
I didn't know anybody. And look, I love college football, and I do watch college football. I love the NFL, of course, and I definitely watch the NFL. And I'm going to give it a shot. I saw something today, a story that said Landry Jones is the face of the XFL. So I remember Landry.
I don't remember him.
Oklahoma, I believe.
But
and
that's
he
not
got
the
a cup of coffee in the NFL. Oh, yeah, he was Pittsburgh, right?
So
but he played at Oklahoma in college.
No sweet roll, just a cup of coffee.
He had a sweet roll, too.
Okay.
He had a sweet, and actually a few chips. He was there for a little while.
So here's my thing. I think they missed the mark from this standpoint. You needed some bigger names.
Well, but you couldn't get Kaepernick.
Well,
That would be huge. I'm sure.
Would you be watching if Kaepernick was playing?
Definitely.
Would America
I
be
think
watching if
everybody-
Kaepernick was playing tomorrow? I guarantee you
You'd be
they
watching,
would.
too.
I would be
Yes.
watching. All right, Johnny Manziel, he's not in the league. No?
Here's the only thing
I'm
with
asking.
Manziel. He had so many tries. He had Canada. And I was interested. I watched, I think they had some of the games on when he played in
The
Canada.
CFL?
I gave it a shot, yeah. And he fizzled. And so I don't think at this point,
You think he's not
I'm
a
not
commodity?
sure he'd be a name. I mean, because we've seen him fail time after time. So maybe for some people, but I don't think he wouldn't be a quarter of the draw that Kaepernick
Now,
would be.
I'm gonna admit this, that in 2001, when this league first started, it was on NBC, and Vince McMahon, WWE back then, right? What is it now?
Right.
WWF? What is it? Which one is it? It's the other way around. So it was the WWF back then,
Now it's
and now it's
WWE.
WWE. I watched it. I remember He Hate Me. I remember.
Well, I think everybody remembers
But I remember
because they had their nicknames
on
were
the
their
back.
names on the back of their jersey.
And I watched it. I remember watching the
did
game
too.
and whatnot, at least a couple games, and it only lasted a year.
But they also had big names. They had Herschel Walker.
They had some guys.
Steve Young. They had some top players.
And this is the thing that's missing this time around, and I just don't know. Does America want to watch minor league football of people who they don't know, Chris? That you talk about, people can't get enough football. We just watch Patrick Mahomes and players at the highest level, and that's what it makes us come back and makes us want to see. Do I now want to – I'm not living in New Haven, Connecticut. In New Haven, Connecticut, you might want to watch AA baseball, Chris. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that's your only option. You want to get out some fresh air, you go to a AA game in towns like that. Pawtucket and,
But these are in big cities. Houston.
This is what I'm
and-
saying. I don't. So I'm not sure what they're going after.
I do think they're. Look, we all know how big football is, whether it's pro or college.
But how many football leagues have failed though? We just saw one fail a year ago. We saw
Well, they didn't have the money.
No, but we saw the World Football League. In Europe fail.
Well, Europe, they don't know football.
Backed by the NFL. I'm just saying, all these leagues that they've tried have all failed.
I hear you. And look, I am now. Obviously, I've been into basketball for the whole season, but now I've turned my attention to the NBA from the NFL.
There you go,
primarily.
and then you're going to have March Madness, so college basketball takes a seat for a month.
Baseball starting
and then
up.
baseball spring training. People are buzzed about some off-season players movement. So you got all that juiced up, and now you're going to have a league for 10 weeks.
I think it's going to depend on the quality of play. And they got a lot of new rule changes. And so if people take to the rules, like, for instance, extra points, they're not kicking extra points. You have to go for it. So you can go from the 2-yard line and get 1 point, so you're up 7-0. You can go from the 5-yard line and get 2 points, 8-0. Or you can go from the 10-yard line and get 3. 9-0. How you like that? I think that does add excitement. And they're talking about the games being quicker,
double
and faster.
forward pass?
Yeah, I think that's a little overblown.
That's too hokey, don't you?
Yeah, well, no, because it's a little over. It's not like you can throw a 15-yard out pattern and then that guy can throw the pass. It's just really, it has to be, get on here, Lee. Doesn't it have to be near the line of scrimmage? First forward pass has to be caught behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, like a shuffle pass, like an end around,
you know
wide receiver comes around.
It's not that big of a deal.
That's not a double forward pass, then he's behind the line of scrimmage.
But that's what they're called. But yeah,
how is that?
To me, that's not that big of a deal. That's not that big of a deal.
I like it. Like a wide receiver comes around, gets a forward pass,
but am I not right?
Chuck it. That's cool.
I mean, I don't
how
want
is
to
that
get
forward
caught up in the minutia of that.
If it's behind the line of scrimmage.
It is. It's got something else. What is a catch? In the XFL, receivers only need, 1 foot has to be in bounds like college, or any other part of their body contact the ground in bounds, instead of the 2 feet in the NFL. Here's how the league defines what a catch is. Well, we don't have to go through all this.
All right.
I think the extra point rules are going to be interesting. I think that adds a little excitement to it. Now you can go for 1, 2, or 3. That adds strategy. And I do think that's something they try. Look, I'll give it a shot.
And a running clock?
Yeah, because they're talking about 2.5-hour games. So it's going to be quick. You're probably going to see a ton of no-huddle offenses, maybe almost exclusively no-huddle. So I'm going to give it a shot because I think what they're trying to do is with these different rules make up for the lack of name recognition.
What is that team? There's a team in Tampa Bay, and I know they're trying to attract fans, so I'm hearing that there's a possibility that they're going to have a $50 night down in Tampa Bay.
The Vipers.
You buy tickets and you get $50 when you walk in. It probably will sell out.
Don't use that in your stand-up. All right, I'm just
I tried to make it sound
advice
good.
from a friend.
That's
all right. You excited about the XFL? Let's start with Andre in Massachusetts. Andre, you're on with Chris and Rob.
Yeah, thanks for taking my call. Very excited about the XFL. The appetite for football in this country is bottomless.
Andre, what happened to the AFF? If it was
AAF, Alliance of American
What happened
Football.
to that, Andre? With the
AAF didn't have appropriate backing, didn't have good leadership.
No, but they weren't selling tickets either. But before that, I get it. They had a TV deal with CBS. They had everything in place, and all the people who were representing that league. What's his name?
No, they were all affiliated with the NFL. Bill Poley and the NFL Network was behind it.
And who was it, the producer, the television guy? I mean, they had like big names behind it. And that thing
is the XFL selling tickets?
I don't know.
Go ahead,
In
Andre.
conclusion, folks, the XFL is going to be selling tickets. We've got Vince McMahon running. We've got Oliver Luck as the commissioner. And historically speaking, listen, USFL was successful in the 80s until it came up under bad leadership. And then the AFL in the 60s was successful, operated for 10 years, and then merged with the NFL to become the AFC. So if it's done right, this is the second time around for Vince McMahon. It will be successful. In conclusion, final point, Chris Broussard, listen, real men get manicures and pedicures. Shout out to late, great Bernie Mac, and then also Paulie Walnuts from The Sopranos. Manicure, pedicure all day. You got to get down with it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And he is.
Whatever.
Crack him. And he's going to do it. Chris is going to try.
And I do want to make that correction. I was thinking the USFL when I said Herschel Walker and Steve
Oh, right.
Young,
Okay.
Because
I was wondering. You know what? It flew over my head.
Right.
And I was
I was thinking USFL.
No, and they had.
The USFL has some.
That was a great
players.
league.
Yeah.
You know,
How
Reggie
long
White
that last? About
4 years.
four or 5
Reggie White played in that league.
Right. It was kind of like the ABA.
Jim
for
Kelly.
basketball. Yes.
Oh no, it was a ton
Some
of
the
people.
best players in NFL history played.
Let's go to Richard in West Virginia. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Richard?
The only way I'd be interested in the XFL or any other FL besides the NFL if it was co-ed. I'd like to see men and women playing in there. That would probably make
Richard,
we're not doing all that. Right.
Stop it.
You could say that you're not interested, but co-ed, stop it.
Let's go to Rodney in D.C. Rodney, you on with Chris and Rob.
Yeah, I love it. Professional football, using flag football rules, perfect out there. So for the players that didn't make it in the pros, they still play flag football and they're using the flag football rules. I love it.
Were you into the AAF? Like it was on what 3-4 weeks? Were you were you watching it every week?
No, not into
Why not?
So why are you going to be into the XFL versus the AAF?
Because the rules they're using, like I said, they're flag football rules, and the rules that the common person is going to enjoy watching the game in itself.
Rodney, what's the name of the team down in D.C.? Do you know?
The Defenders.
And is it true that you put 2 tickets on your windshield, went in to have lunch, came out and there were 4 on there? Is that true?
I'm planning on buying tickets.
That was all right. That was all right.
That was not bad.
That was like a C-. That was decent.
Alex, that was funny.
Actually, judging on Rob's curve, that was an A.
Kawhi laughs at everything. So.
What about Dimitri and Maine? You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio.
How's it going, guys? Big fan.
Thank you.
I'm excited for the XFL. I mean, I'm a diehard Cowboys fan, so I'm gonna be rooting for the Dallas Renegades.
So maybe the Renegades can make the playoffs since the Cowboys did.
Okay. Next year. There's always next year. Super Bowl, baby. Woo!
So are you going to their opening game? Are you going to the game? Do you have tickets? Are you waiting to buy tickets? Tell me, are you going?
No, I'm not going, buddy. I'm gonna make some good guac. You know what I mean? Sit down, watch the game.
All right, so it's appointment television for you. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss football. So.
All right, that's good. Let's go to Sean in Sacramento. Sean, you on with Chris and Rob?
Man, what's up with my uncles from another mother, man? How y'all doing today?
Doing great.
Bro, how are you?
What's up?
Man, real quick before I get to my point about the XFL, Chris, I was just like you, brother. I used to send my girl to go get her nails done, tell her I don't even want to know what you do over there, just come back. Then one day, she brought me in there, and I found out it's not just you getting your nails done, man. They rub your feet down.
Yes.
They rub your legs down. They rub your hands down. And if they speak English, they put you up on some real good female gossip, man. So you enjoy that, brother.
That was better than any joke Rob's told.
Stop it.
On the air.
Craig Melvin liked it.
And real quick on the XFL, fellas, the real reason why I think there's going to be more successful is Fox is involved. Just like what you saw with Thursday Night Football, Fox just puts out a better product, man. They put out better broadcasters. They give you better camera angles. And just the way they promote everything, ask Vince McMahon with that SmackDown money how Fox does, man. Fox just puts out a better product just like they put you on the radio waves, and I appreciate everything they do.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Nah, there's true. I mean, we saw the setup in Miami. It was live.
Oh, no.
The TV setup. Oh, my goodness.
It was as big time.
Yeah,
and,
it was great.
And the hotel we stayed at, they took care of us.
Nah,
it was
good.
definitely. Robert in Georgia, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Robert?
What's going on, Chris and Rob? How y'all guys doing?
We're good.
Great, man. How are you?
Yeah, I just want to say that I think the XFL is going to do great, man. I don't think they need big names because that's what the NFL makes his brand on is no names above the shield. I just think they need to change up the rules and get more gory, get more back to the old football where it's a lot of hit and a lot of good contact going on because the NFL done got a little too soft. But besides that, I don't think they need no big names. Cause
Robert,
you want to see some heads rolling.
But Robert,
I remember the AAF was hitting. They were hitting. I remember some quarterbacks getting stuck.
Yeah, but the only problem, Robert, is
AAF.
this is like flag football. They don't have
the
kickoffs.
rules are flag football.
No, but I'm just saying, but they don't have kickoffs and stuff.
They got punts.
Right? No kickoffs,
I'm
though.
not sure about that.
Yeah, I'm almost positive.
No, I think they got kickoffs. Yeah, they got kickoffs.
I thought they didn't.
Yeah. On the kickoff, the kicker will kick the ball from
But they
their
can't
own
run until,
30-yard
right?
line.
And you can't run until
But
the other team touches
every
it?
blocker will be lined up on the opposing team's 35. The return team blockers will be lined up at their own 30.
Only the kicker and receiver can move before the ball is called.
Right.
So
but
they
it's
can't
still kick because
No,
they
but-
want to have
but
some
you can't-
long runs.
Yeah, but you can't just you can't be like a car crash where
Right.
guys in full speed.
Right. But
and-
I think
and
it
hit
makes
you-
better
and
because
hit
you're going
you-
to see longer returns.
But I'm saying hit you when the ball's coming is what I'm saying.
Well,
That's
you
what they're
never
taking
see
it out.
that anyway because it's on the kickoff. Nobody's that far down the field when the
No,
guy
but some-
catches the
oh,
ball.
yeah, sometimes.
Punts.
On a
but
punt,
not-
yeah.
What's happening, y'all? It's Chris Broussard.
I'm Rob Parker.
And we are
The Odd Couple. Check us out as often as you can on YouTube.
And always remember, I'm Oscar and he's Felix.
Oh, man. Are you serious?